All right, we're here on BGSUFalcons.com with our last signing day special teams coach Adam Scheier. Coach, 3 recruits that you recruited brought to Bowling Green. Talk about Greg Hohenstein, a long snapper out of Wheaton, Warrenville South.
Well, Greg comes from a great program in the state of Illinois, back-to-back state championship appearances. Greg's a young man that we had in our summer camp this past June. Got to get a live evaluation of him snapping. His times were excellent, great velocity. He's got a great frame. I think he's got a tremendous upside as a long snapper with our current situation at that position with Corey Johnson being a senior. It'll be good to bring Greg in, get him acclimated to college football and college life in general, and I think he can be a 4-year starter for us.
All right, Coach, and kicker Anthony Farinelli out of the Chicago area personifies a student athlete at a 4.0 GPA, also wrestled and was a state qualifier in the 800 in track. Just talk about what he brings to the program.
He brings some competition. I think he's got a tremendously strong leg. He was a late add to our recruiting class, but we felt the need to bring in another body at the kicker position and really compete. I think his immediate impact maybe on kickoffs. He's got tremendous strength, great height on the ball, 46 touchbacks as a senior. Just a kid that we're really excited to bring into our program. As you mentioned, he's a great student, a great leader in the community, all-around athlete, was a state qualifier in the Open 800 event. He was also at one time a state champion wrestler. So I think we're bringing a good athlete that can add to the mix and competition at the kicker position and hopefully help our defense out with some touchbacks.
All right, and Coach Monroe touched on JP, Josh Pettis, a safety out of Detroit, Michigan. He was one of your recruits, though. Why don't you talk about him a little bit?
Well, Josh is originally from Detroit and ended up at junior college out in DuPage in my area of the Chicagoland, part of the state of Illinois. And we do a great job here at BG of team recruiting, and Josh was a kid that, film was evaluated. I went out and made initial contact with him and certainly felt that he'd be a great fit for us. The defensive staff loved this film, and from there on, Coach Monroe got heavily involved as his position coach, and I was fortunate enough to be able to go out and see him during my stops out in Chicago with Coach Elko, with Coach Clausen, and just really got to know the young man. I think he brings a level of maturity to our defensive backfield, and certainly a level of ability that's going to help us out, and just, I think, a great addition to our program.
All right, Coach, you brought in 3 to the Falcon family in 2012. We appreciate your time and best of luck this upcoming season.
Thank you. Go Falcons.